People apologising. People apologising for the awful things that they say. And yeah, it went exactly as you would expect. Jeremy Clarkson and Meghan Markle, the Sun column, gets 6,000 official complaints. So see if that was me. So you got 6,000 complaints. God damn, there's 6,000 more things that I don't fucking care about. Jeremy Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson used to be a type of I don't care, fuck you, like type of guy, but no, things seem to have gotten a little bit different. More than 6,000 complaints have been made to the press regulator regarding Jeremy Clarkson's column about the Duchess of Sussex under the Sun. Is she even technically called that anymore? Like, I thought they renounced all the whole royal family bullshit. IPSO, the Independent Press Standards Organisation, one of the most useless organisations on earth. See, back when the newspapers were printing like verifiable, provable lies about me and calling me things like a thug and a yob. See how the definition of words like thug, yob, blah blah blah. I would send them the fucking Merriam-Webster, the Oxford Dictionary definition, and say I want them to post a retraction and an apology because these things are factually untrue and do not describe my character. Here I was called a Nazi. Here I was done this. A reporter fucking tried to force his fucking way into my mum and dad's house. I complained about that. Ipso turned around and sided with the newspapers every single time. So the point of Ipso was made after the phone hacking scandal. That's a whole fucking thing. I might make a video on that actually. Just big mad events. I might even make a video on the horse meat scandal, but I'm going on a tangent. Right, and that was because basically journalists were hacking into people's fucking phones to get information. And they did it to and the reason it was that bad was they ended up hacking into the phone to listen to the voicemails of a murder victim. The problem with that was, though, is the murder victim's phone was still there and being pinged, which gave the family false hope that she might still be alive. And it led the police on a wild goose chase. Yeah, fucking dirty. Journalists doing awful things? Never. Never. But yeah, IPSO was created to stop the press, basically monitor the press. It's the press watchdog. You can't do anything dodgy. You can't print lies. And IPSO instead just lets them do all of that anyway. Like, I can't remember the last time that Ipso actually ruled in favour of the victim. Like, I honestly, I can't remember the last time they ruled. It tracks it on their website, and I remember looking at it, and every single time they sided with the fucking newspapers. Clarkson wrote that he hated Meghan on a cellular level in an article published in the newspaper on Friday. His comments were widely criticised on social media over the weekend. So what? On Sunday, Clarkson's own daughter Emily says, I want to make it very clear that I stand against everything my dad wrote about Meghan Markle. Crap daughter. The Sun told BBC News it doesn't have anything further to add. Jeremy Clarkson's representative has also been contacted. The total number of complaints made to IPSO in 2021 was 14,355. And I guarantee you all of them ruled in favour of the paper. Writing in his original column, Clarkson said, At night, I'm unable to sleep as I lie there, grinding my teeth and dreaming of the day when she's made to parade naked through the streets of every town in Britain while the crowd chant shame and throw lumps of excrement at her. Right? That is a fucking Jeremy Clarkson Top Gear thing to say, though. Everyone who's my age, pardon, some guy out there made a compilation of all the times I burp in my second channel videos. He added, but what makes me despair is that younger people, especially girls, think she's pretty cool. They think she was a prisoner of Buckingham Palace, forced to talk about nothing but embroidery and kittens. I mean, I'll admit, Meghan Markle, and like, Ginger Boy and all that, I don't give the tiniest fuck about them. I'm sorry. When it comes to the royal family and shit like that, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, in my view, right now, they're a tourist attraction. That's all they are. Like, they're not really a ruling monarchy. They don't really do anything. I mean, monarchy would be nice, a Scottish one, but they don't really do anything. Meghan Markle, nah, I don't care. Kate Middleton, however, fucking what's his name? Harry and Philip. Is it Philip? I don't know. Who's the older brother? I don't know. His wife. She's lovely. She's lovely. I like her. His column followed the release of the last 3 episodes of Netflix's docuseries Harry and Meghan on Thursday. I've not watched it. Everyone's talking about it, but like I said, I don't care. Posting on her Instagram page on Sunday, podcast host Emily Clarkson said she supports those targeted with online hatred. Yeah, sure you do. My views are and have always been clear when it comes to misogyny, bullying, and the treatment of women by the media, she wrote. I want to make it very clear that I stand against everything my dad wrote about Meghan Markle. Elsewhere, oh fuck, there she is. The fucking demon. Demon, that fucking... Oh, dear God, I hear so much. It's just... See when you just see the face of the person that's making your country absolutely fucking fall apart at the seams, and no matter how much you point out that the emperor has no clothes, everyone ignores it, because all they care about is independence. Yeah, congratulations, you rule the fucking ashes. Elsewhere in the article, Clarkson compared his hatred of Meghan with that of Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon. He said, Meghan, though, is a different story. I hate her. Not like I hate Nicola Sturgeon or Rose West. For anyone who doesn't get that joke and why I'm laughing, Rose West was a serial killer. I hate her on a cellular level. West is a serial killer who, along with her husband Fred West, murdered at least 12 young girls over 20 years. Sturgeon told BBC... I think she's out of prison now, by the way. Because this happened like back in the 80s or some shit. I actually think she's out of prison. Sturgeon told BBC Scotland, the overwhelming emotion I have for men like Jeremy Clarkson is pity. I can't imagine that what it must be like to be so consumed and distorted by hate of other people, and in his case, it appears women in particular. Of course, it's never ever because the person is just truly shitty. It's never, ever just because of that. It's always because they're trans, or they're a woman, or because they're black, or blah, 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 blah. And everything like that. That you end up writing that toxic, vile abuse. It's like, I could walk in with like a dress on, some lipstick on my face. Basically, it looks like I've got the Simpsons makeup shotgun to my face. And I could go in, and I could just like start pissing all over people in a restaurant. Just go up, drop trow, start pissing all over the table, right into the spaghetti carbonara. And if anyone dares get mad, I can just go, you only hate me because I'm trans. You only hate me because I'm trans. Sorry, still got a bit of a cold. And it's just see stuff like that, if it's used it appears women in particular. No, just like, I don't hate women, just some women are cunts. Like, I'm sorry. Same as like some men are pieces of shit. Like, that's just the thing. It's not because they're women. It's not because they're men. In fact, it's the one area where we have true equality. Sometimes cunts are just cunts. Like, that's just the way it fucking goes. She added freedom of speech is really important, that coming out of Nicola Sturgeon's fucking mouth. She does not give the tiniest shit. She does not care. She hates freedom of speech. This is the party, whenever people send them angry emails, they send the police after them. Right, it's happened a good fucking few times now. Her and Hamza Yusuf, if people send, like, a guy called Nicola Sturgeon a Nazi and sent her a meme of, you've seen the meme of her photoshopped with a Gestapo uniform, he had that guy arrested and his trial's still going on now. Freedom of speech is important. Shut the fuck up. And one of the values all of us cherish. Oh, yes, Sturgeon. You fucking... You literally have a guy on trial right now for calling you a mean name. For calling you a mean fucking name. For calling you a word that you have used on other people, including me. And all that. Fuck. Oh, I hate politicians. It's not even just the lies, it's the brazen lies. And then, even when you don't believe the lie, they just carry on with their day, acting like you did. I hate them. I hate them so much. But all of us, as we exercise those important rights, here it is, have to behave with a degree of responsibility. What that means is you have freedom of speech, but there are limits to that speech, which means that you don't have freedom of speech. In last week's final instalment of their Netflix series, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke about the mental health impact the tabloid media has on them. The couple argued that Meghan's biracial heritage was often an underlying factor in what they described as a relentless tabloid campaign against her, and in racist abuse that she suffered online. Emily Clarkson has previously criticised the media for being poisonously misogynistic in its coverage of the Duchess as well as other women. I'm betting Emily Clarkson... I don't know, I want to go out for a fucking drive in this 18-year-old guy's car, and Clarkson quite rightly told her fucking no, and she's never forgiven him for it ever since. I think that's what this looks like. Fucking hate my dad. Why? He wouldn't let me do drugs and suck dick. Yeah, what an awful father. Other high-profile Twitter users who criticised Clarkson's column included Carol Vorderman, Edith Bowman, and John Bishop. No, I don't care. But Alex Phillips, a journalist and former Brexit Party MEP, defended Clarkson. I love how Alex Phillips, a journalist, and just to let you know what side of the aisle he's on, defended Clarkson, telling ITV's Good Morning Britain that she believed he is deliberately pushing boundaries to be offensive. But she said he's not there to be taken seriously, and his word is there to be found funny, and it always has been. Yeah, Clarkson is. It's like part of his character, but also kind of part of who he is. He's just very brazen. He has no filter, and he's been like that since like the very beginning of Top Gear. Like, how long ago did Top Gear fucking start? A long time ago. Phillips added, taking something that happened in Game of Thrones, one of the most widely watched TV series, does he mean it? Of course he doesn't mean it. Yeah, of course. Jeremy Clarkson is the star of Amazon Prime Video series The Grand Tour and Clarkson's Farm, and also hosts Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for ITV, because he's doing very fucking well for himself. He did come out and apologise after the shit that he wrote, though, and it's like, I didn't know so many people. Yeah, of course they're going to be, man. You insulted like a biracial fucking woman, right? Of course everybody was going to be angry about it. The biggest mistake that you made was you apologised, right? As soon as you apologise, that's you admitting you've done something wrong, right? You've done something wrong. You said a bunch of shit and people get offended. Who fucking cares? I do it every day. It's fun. It's fucking great, in fact. But you came out and you apologised. I've seen your apology on Twitter, and I read the replies to that apology, and just like all the other fucking times where people have said some shit and the public got angry about it, the apology did not mean fucking anything. All that does is make people go in for the killing blow. That's all it does. I understand. If there's something that you feel you've genuinely done wrong, then apologise, to your friends, family, people that you know. In the public sphere, do not fucking bother. Do not fucking bother, right? Unfortunately, this is a post-forgiveness society. Usually, people used to go, this guy's done an awful thing. The guy would apologise. I will do better. I will grow. And people would just go, yes, that's great. That's fine. You've apologised. We're not going to hold it against you because you've now gone on to make amends. That's not the case anymore. It's not been the case since around 2016. I wonder what happened around 2016 to bring all that on. But I'm just saying, for shit like that, don't apologise.